When it comes to investment in education, Colorado's been falling far behind the national average for years. And that's why education activists and supporters throughout Colorado for over a decade have been ringing alarm bells about the impact of that poor school funding on our economy and our kids. But even then, it never occurred to us. We never could have anticipated the kind of wholesale cuts that our schools and colleges and universities are enduring right now, and it's devastating to our kids and our state.
I'm not in favor of big government, but there's some things government has to be about, and public education is one of those things. And in our state, we've crossed the line between being fiscally responsible to being fiscally irresponsible.
We knew we had to do something. So we created the Great Futures Colorado campaign, a diverse, nonpartisan coalition of community organizations that lets public education supporters from all parts of Colorado work together to find a better way to invest in schools, colleges, and universities.
We have come to this building again and again and again, asking them to find another way. And they told us that there was no other solution. So we are bringing the solution to them.
And the work that Great Education, Great Futures Colorado, Colorado PTA were doing to bring persons together in order to heighten the awareness and have them understand, the voters, understand the importance of their role in making this decision. I was blown away with how many persons they had reached out to and said, come on, we've got to do something.
We are here today with a proposal for a preferred measure and a simple request to our legislators. Let us decide. Let us, the voters, decide if we want to take a different budget path. A path that allows the legislature to balance the budget without making crippling, irreversible cuts to our schools.
This grassroots group, your work is going to have to be to help me get those votes. I can set up and I can do the work within the Capitol, but you're going to have to do the outreach to help every one of those elected officials, the 100 elected officials, know the movement that's out there. From parents to grandparents and aunts and uncles, church leadership came and testified when we heard it in the House Education Committee, businessmen.
And every time I had a presentation, 2 different legislators throughout the year, was that this isn't the right year. This isn't the right time. We can't talk about taxes. We can't talk about Tabor. We understand that this is an important issue, but not this year. If you're worried about trying to find the perfect time to do something, you're never going to find it. But the fact of the matter is, there's never a wrong time to do what is right. And getting more money for education is what is right. We need to do this, and we need to do it now. There's no more waiting.
We are asking our legislators, let us decide. Decide if we want higher education to be accessible to all. Decide if we want reasonable class sizes and individual attention and a well-rounded education for all of our kids. Decide if we want to attract and retain high-quality teachers and professors. Decide if we want to invest in our kids, our schools, our colleges, our universities, our economy, and our future. All we are asking is let us decide.
We knew that getting D.E.C.I.D.E on the ballot was going to be a difficult process. It went much farther than we ever anticipated, so we consider that a success. If ending this education funding crisis was easy, it would have been done a long time ago. So we look at Great Futures Coalition as the answer to now making the next step and moving forward past this point. We're very excited about the group of people that we got together. We think that we have great potential to do some wonderful things and to make some change. We got the conversation going. That was huge, and that's what we're hearing all over the place. And that's really what needed to be done.
I think one of the greatest values of the Great Futures Coalition is that it framed the discussion in a way that people can connect the value of public investments in services that they want, especially education services. By getting D.E.C.I.D.E discussed and on the top of the public agenda, it helped build the coalition and the understanding of what we need for the future. It will be critical to helping us move a ballot measure in the future that will actually solve the fiscal problems here in the state of Colorado.
Great Futures Colorado campaign is a coming together, a coalition of many organizations who are seeking quality education for our children here in Colorado. We are responsible for good stewardship of our resources here to build toward a great future for our kids, to let them know that we value them and we value their future by building quality education opportunities for them. We invite your organization to join this coalition and coming together to work for that future. Go to the website of www.greatfuturescolorado.org and see how you can become a part of this effort.